If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Welcome in. It is Monday Night Live on WNST. We are at High Tops and Timonium. All right, roll call, because I'm Glenn Clark. I'm usually here. That's Luke Jones. He's usually here. This is Brendan Iambadejo. Give it up for B.A. He's usually B.A., I noticed that you brought someone else with you that I guess everybody's all worked up about talking to.
Yeah, you know, I played a lot of football in my career. You know, I've been playing professional football for 12 years. And by far the greatest football player I've ever played with sitting here next to me. And I get to line up next to him all the time. I get to fly next to him on the plane. And I brought him here with you guys, and you guys all know him. He's got the keys to the city, Ray Lewis.
Hello. Ray, you don't have what are the accolades you can throw out about B.A., by the way?
Everything. Seriously though, a lot of people don't know this, man. Before our defense this year, he's probably the biggest addition that we've added to our defense. You know, that people, once you get inside of our numbers and really see what B.A. does, you know, between me and Chuck, our defensive coordinator, the way we talk about him, the things that he can do, B.A. can just flat foot outrun anybody on the field, so that kind of makes it very, very good. Yeah.
That's a better compliment coming from Ray Lewis, too, correct? Look at that. I see you're blushing a little bit. You're blushing.
You know, I've had the special teams rap my whole career, you know?
Right.
And then when I'm in the Pro Bowl, you know, when I was in the NFC playing against Ray Lewis, then I always wanted to go against him on special teams, right? I'd be on the field, Ray Lewis might be covering a punt or a kickoff. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get Ray Lewis. But, you know, now I get to line up next to him, so it means a lot coming from a player like Ray Lewis.
Ray, before we get into football, I want to commend you for everything you do for the city of Baltimore. Let's start with that. The fact that you come out here on a night like this just to sit and talk with people and talk football, it's amazing. But the good things that you continuously do, does it ever get old? Is there ever a moment where you say to yourself, you know what, if I didn't have to do this week in and week out, I'd be all right with that?
You know, honestly, you know, the good book says, you know, I'll never grow weary of doing good. You know, and Mom, you know, installed some great things, you know, in me at a very young age. And so helping somebody, making someone smile, coming out to change a mood, you know, to give some bit of hope, faith, love, whatever it is what I'm built for. You know, the game is a bonus. You know, the game was, you know, truly God's pedestal to get me to connect with so many people, man. But I mean, I just think that's the greatest gift ever, to be able to touch somebody, you know, because I've always looked for people to touch me, and I touch, you know, so I just got through eating dinner with a bunch of beautiful kids. Actually, it's one. Oh, my buddy's coming up right now. Listen, seriously, guys. I need everybody to see. I want him to be my child, for real. I'm not gonna take him from his dad, but I want him to be my child. Come here, Joe. Joe, please come here. Please come here, Joe. Joe, turn around and let everybody see that smile, please. I know you shy, but show me that smile, please. Turn that way for a minute, Joe. Turn around, Joe.
In about 10 years, Joe's going to find out what this opportunity means.
Joe I just had dinner. I just had dinner in the back with about, 8 or 9 of you? Max, Joe, Ben. We got everybody. And we just had a great time sitting in the back. Thank you for coming over, man.
How cool is that, by the way, that Ray Lewis remembers these kids' names? How cool is that?
We played a name and a number and an age game in the back.
I see the hat signed "My Man" on it. That's
my
cool.
man right there. Cool. Joe is my man. Joe is really my man. I got attached to him in the back, man. I got attached to all of them, actually. We shared some stories together, so it's always good to come out and attach and to get connected to people.
Ray, we talk about everything you do from the community, and let's include Brendan in on this. You guys, just week to week, what you do on the football field, are you aware just the things that you guys do and when you guys win, how it changes sort of the attitude around the city? That when you walk around on a day like today after a victory, this whole place is just a little bit more lively. It's just a better place to be.
Yeah, I mean, you know, let's just keep it on both ends, because we're human as well. So we know exactly how you guys feel.
Better day for you.
Trust me. For years, I promise you, I had to really find myself to get over something. You know, my mom used to always get mad at me, because after a loss, Nobody in the car can talk on the way home. Nobody can talk at the house. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to say nothing. And I used to really change the mood, you know, of my entire family by losing the game. So trust me, when I tell you we know exactly how you feel, we feel the same way in the locker room.
Yeah, what's it like being around Ray after a loss? Like,
Well, I think the biggest thing he taught me was to just put it into perspective. You know, you get to play 16 regular season games. It's okay if you lose one. So he's like, there's people that are dealing with tsunamis and earthquakes and poverty and no food. And you know, I was real upset after a game. He's like, you're over here devastated over a game. He's like, don't ever be devastated over a game. You're always going to get that next opportunity. But, you know, there's people that are devastated because they lost their homes or they lost food, and just instantly he just put everything into perspective for me. So, yeah, you know, we lose over a game, and that's really a chance to get better, and it makes you a better winner after a loss, you know. Like, we're sitting here now at 4-1, but when we were 1-1, it was kind of somber in here, and now everything feels so much better. So he just really just helped me just put things into perspective after a loss, because, you know, like, everyone thinks you're not supposed to lose in football, but, you know, look what the Packers did last year. You know, they just got hot at the end of the season, and they won it all. So that's a big thing that Ray taught me. I thank him for that every day.
Well, BA, you just said it. Obviously, a very happy day in Baltimore here. 29-14 win over the Texans. Well, you guys, we break it down for a living, but you guys do it for a living. So your overall thoughts, what we saw in the game yesterday against Houston, and like you just said, improving to 4-1, first place in the AFC North.
Yeah, I mean, I just think we're at a great place right now. You know, the first quarter of the season is over. You know, the second quarter has started, and I just think, you know, now, you know, having that bye week, you know, now having a Monday night game, we get an extra week to get like everybody back. You know, we haven't had our starting rookie corner, you know, for the last 3 weeks. You know, we haven't had Lee Evans, you know, who's been, dealing with an injury. We haven't had Chris Carr. So we've been kind of mixing around and shuffling some pieces as well. So for us to get completely healthy now, that's kind of what we're excited about, really, as a team get completely healthy.
And you just said it, Ray, all the injuries, and really you look on the defensive side, especially in the secondary, how much of a testament is it to this team, Chuck Pagano, your leadership, and this defense to play at such a high level, knowing how many guys you've had out?
I think that's our motto in our room, and that's kind of where I was talking about with BA. You know, having our linebacker position come in the way it is. We don't have but truly 4 inside linebackers, you know, and we lost Ellaby, you know, not too long ago to a hamstring and things like that. So, you know, it's always the next man up, and that's truly our motto. You know, is that the second team man got to be has prepared as great as the starter prepared. And it's the same thing, and that's the beauty of when we get on the field and play. I mean, we was watching film today, and the excitement is all about seeing somebody else make a play. You know, and you can be on the same film, but you're going to cheer for somebody louder than you cheer for you. You know, that's how unselfish our defense is, and that's why I believe our motto is always be next man up, next man up, next man up.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.